arcade gamers, and welcome back to Biggie D's Arcade. Today we're going to discuss some Evo. It starts tomorrow, so we're on the eve of this championship fighting series that happens every year in Las Vegas. We saw something new last year where Arcade1up attended, and they were showing off their brand new Marvel vs. Capcom 2 cabinet. This year they're going to have even a bigger presence. They're in the booth with Capcom, so they're going to be showing off something pretty big, I believe. And I want to speculate and kind of give you an idea of what we may be getting. What I want to start with is the conference itself. So it starts tomorrow. We're on the eve of that today. It'll start on Friday, August the 4th, and it's going to run till Sunday, August the 6th. And this is a gathering of the fighting game community from all over the globe. People are coming from China, Japan, everywhere. So it's the best of the best. All meet here to play these fighting games and find out who is the best in the entire world. And this has gone on for 21 years. It's a great place to promote any fighting games, and it's a really good place for Arcade1up because they can promote their fighting game cabinets. And there's one that they do really well, which is Capcom. They have a very good relationship with them. And Capcom this year is going to be showing off Street Fighter 6, their brand new street fighting game. And it's going to dominate Evo this year. Out of all the participants, I would say 70-80% of them are going to all be competing in Street Fighter 6. So what Arcade1up wants to do is they want to take advantage of that. And they want to, because there's something they do really well, is they create very good Capcom arcade cabinets. So they want to utilize this space in this group to show off their new product, I believe. So last year they were there and they showed off a couple of cabinets. One wasn't actually at Evo, but released right around the time of Evo, and that was the Street Fighter 2 Yoga Flame and Shinku Hadouken, which is pictured here. And it was a street fighting cabinet with Street Fighter 2 Turbo and then a bunch of beat 'em up games. This did pretty well. It's been a really popular cabinet. It's up there with some of the best that Arcade1up has ever made. But there wasn't an actual street fighting cabinet at Evo last year. It was Marvel vs. Capcom 2. This is what they were showing off and they had focused on last year. This was their brand new Marvel vs. Capcom 2 cabinet. It had been a very long time since we had seen a release of this game, so it was really exciting and there was a lot of enthusiasm behind the release of this cabinet. However, it was riddled with controversy because the online didn't work and it didn't have a very good release. It was actually very controversial, and it took a long time for them to fix those issues with it after it had released last year. They've finally gotten to the point now where it has all the stages and the online's decent. So they've improved it quite a bit since last year. Now, there's been some out there that believe they're just going to show this cabinet off again this year because they did the Kith collab at San Diego Comic-Con. As well as we've seen a new shipment of Marvel vs. Capcom 2 cabinets, and they're readily available. So a lot of people believe they may just be promoting that starting tomorrow. I have other thoughts on that. I think they're going to be showing off something brand new. I think they're going to really take advantage this year at Evo and use this to get in front of a very large audience of the fighting game community to show off something brand new. And then also the fact that they're not outside of the conference in a different room like they were last year. They're actually on the floor with Capcom. And that's what's leading me to believe they're going to show something really big. And we've also heard Travis MCP, who works with Arcade1up, also say something really big is going to happen tomorrow. So let's speculate and look at what that might be. So Justin, Console Kits, I'll link his channel down in the bottom in the description. He had been showing off for quite a while this Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition Pro Series cabinet, which he was pretty much 100% on was going to happen this year. And everyone thought that was it. You know, we're just getting Champion Edition and a Pro Series cabinet, which I believe many would be happy with. But we haven't heard much about this in the last few months. Actually, Justin from Console Kits hasn't spoken about it in several months. So I think we're going to get something better. I think we're going to get something bigger and better than another rehash. Even though it's a pro, I think we're getting a new game. So what game new could we get that's a fighting game that's made by Capcom? Well, there's a few out there. And I had run a poll last week on this, and it was interesting because my favorite is Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, and it actually didn't do as well as some of these others. But this would be the cabinet I would like to see tomorrow, is a Street Fighter 3 Third Strike cabinet. My favorite. Now, others out there, and which was even more popular than Street Fighter 3 in my poll, was Street Fighter Alpha 3 and getting the Alpha series on a cabinet. I think there's more speculation, there's more rumors of this cabinet happening than Street Fighter 3, but ideally, we would want to get all of them, right? We would want to get Street Fighter 3 and the Alpha series all on one cabinet, which we saw with the Anniversary Collection from Capcom recently on the Switch. So that is a real possibility where we get Street Fighter 3 and Alpha all on one cabinet, just making it like the ultimate Pro Series cabinet with all our Street Fighters. Now, some other more recent rumors I've been hearing, and that's going to be Capcom versus SNK. So Capcom versus SNK would be difficult because there are some licensing issues involved with this. The MVSX arcade cabinet would hold the license for SNK, so they would have to work in partnership with Arcade1up to make this, or if they had lost that license and it's now moving to Arcade1up, then they would have the freedom to make this at any point that they would want. So we'll have to wait and see. I know from the poll, more people were interested in Capcom versus SNK than all the other potential ones that we may see or you've seen in this video. So you guys let me know out there, of these three, Street Fighter 3, Alpha, or Capcom versus SNK, if you had to pick one, which one are you going to pick? Which one's your favorite? Which one do you want to see this year? Let us know down in the comments, because this is the eve of EVO, and we want to let Arcade1up know what we want, because if we don't get it this year, maybe we get it next year. They do watch these videos, they do listen to us, and they want to hear what we have to say. So put it down in the comments, and stay tuned to my channel, because I'm going to be covering EVO starting tomorrow through Sunday, and you're likely to see other videos, and then also have a live stream on Sunday. Well, we're going to dive deep into this and what we actually got. So stay tuned. I'll see everyone in the next video or the next live stream, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye-bye.